Hello, hello! Today, we'll look at alternatives to saying por supuesto. Not because there's anything wrong with that, but because this idea has many nuances and therefore many options to convey exactly what you mean. I'm Spring Spanish teacher Maura. Are you ready? Claro! Número 1. Claro.
¿Te parece si lo hacemos así? Claro.
So, claro is the simplest way to say por supuesto. It's short, clear, and easy to remember. Take into account that claro also means something that is clear or light. For example, you could say, el cielo está claro. Necesito un jean azul claro. The situations in which you'd say claro with this meaning are so specific that you really do not need to worry about any type of confusion. Another thing you could do with this claro is add the word está right after. This claro está is a much more formal expression you'll most likely find in writing. Things like,
Claro está que las condiciones climáticas son alarmantes para el planeta.
Now, stay with me all the way till the end of this video for a younger, maybe cooler, definitely trendier alternative to all of this. Número 2. Desde luego y seguro.
Desde luego podemos posponer la reunión hasta mañana, pero no sin antes delegar responsabilidades. Seguro. Hagamos eso y nos vamos. Yo puedo encargarme del presupuesto, por ejemplo.
This type of pseudo-formal environments fit well with desde luego. It isn't really a chunk I hear daily. Nonetheless, it isn't weird or super formal, and you can certainly use it if it fits your personality to be a bit more proper when speaking, regardless of the context. Seguro, on the other hand, is quite versatile. I use this very often, especially when I want to reassure the person listening. But it can certainly be used by anyone in everyday situations. Like someone saying, ¿Me puedes pasar la sal? Seguro. ¿Quieres pedir pizza? Seguro. Just as sure, that link in the description gives you access to chunks just as common and that will pump your Spanish game just as much. Número 3. Definitivamente. Evidentemente, efectivamente, naturalmente. All of these words ending in mente can easily work as synonyms for por supuesto. In a scale from 1 to 4, where 4 is the fanciest, this is how that scale would look. Número 1. Definitivamente. Número 2. Evidentemente. Número 3. Efectivamente. Número 4. Naturalmente. There's little difference between these words. The most noticeable one would be that though they can all work as affirmations as a form of yes, naturalmente and evidentemente would sound a bit more conceited if what you mean is to answer yes to a question. Número 4. Obvio. Here's that option that all millennials and the following use most of the time instead of everything else. It is 100% not a formal reply, and you need to be careful with your tone so it can play to your benefit. Let's go through a couple of situations where I would answer obvio so you can get a sense for it. Si dejo a los niños contigo, ¿me prometes que los cuidarás? Obvio. Maura, ¿hace calor en Madrid? Obviamente. Obviamente is obviamente the same thing. See what I did there? It's just a little variation you can also add to your vocabulary. Maura, ¿te gustan las películas? Obvio, microbio. Chunk alert! I couldn't help myself and I just had to teach you this since we're talking about obvio. Además, porque no paraba de repetirlo en mi cabeza mientras grababa este video. Obvio microbio is wordplay. It might also be just a Venezuelan thing, but everyone who speaks Spanish will get the gist because both of these words just rhyme. Actually, I'm sure you can tell they just rhyme, and that's the whole thing. You're not calling anyone a microbio. Now let's do a bit of recap, shall we? Your two simplest, lightest, mainstream choices would be claro, seguro. If you want to get a bit more fancy, you could use desde luego, or any of the mentes, like definitivamente, evidentemente, efectivamente, naturalmente. And if you want to keep it 100% cool, just check your tone and use obvio, obviamente. In some of these cases, a good answer could also be okay or vale, or any of the 10 alternatives that Maria Fernanda presents in this video.